What's up, Half Centenarians? So I'm here in Long Beach, not California, New York. I'm here to talk to Joanne Bird Phillips. It's hard to keep up with her, man. She may have had 2 hip replacements and a knee, what I don't even know. Because she just told me age ain't nothing but a number. So now what I'm going to do is hashtag do the work. Do the work trying to find her and keep up with her. It's a hard knock life for us. What's up, Half Centenarians? So we are here in Long Beach, New York. Not California, right? We're here with Joanne Phillips, better known as J Bird. She is a phenomenal member of this community. She does so many great things. She's a musician. She's a mentor. She comes out into the community to provide. Well, I'm not going to steal your thunder. So what I'll do now is turn it over to you, Joanne. Introduce yourself to the Half Centenarian family, and then we will continue our wonderful conversation.
Well, thank you, Marla. Thank you for having me on the show.
My
And it's
pleasure.
a wonderful, unique concept. I do, before I forget, want to give a wonderful shout out to Beatrice Kimmel of Impact PR in New York City for making this all happen. And yes, we're in Long Beach, New York, the city by the sea. And what would you like to know first?
There's so many things I could start with, but you know what I really want to start with? Tell us a little bit about how you have gotten into the music, because that's really prominent in the things that we've been talking about. So how long have you been dealing with music, a musician? Just anything you'd like to share to get us to a place where we can see where you are right now.
Sure, I come from a musical family,
Okay.
a professional music family. Everyone played drums.
Okay.
Or were professional band leaders. And my dad plopped me down at a drum set when I was 7 years old and put a pair of brushes in my hand and taught me how to play the Sinatra.
Oh, wow.
And to this day, I am a professional drummer with my own duo, aside from the other things that I
Okay.
do. Playing pretty much all styles, but mostly the music that has come full circle to me, which is playing the standards. I love playing swing and the standards.
I was going to ask you, what type of music do you like to
Yes.
play? Okay.
So that's Sinatra, Tony Bennett,
Okay.
or what's called the standards,
Yeah.
basically, with those.
Okay.
And that just getting older, my father that bought me my own drum set, so I didn't have to use my brother's. I learned accordion in private
Wow.
lessons because back in the day, in the 20th century, the accordion was an instrument of the day.
Okay.
It was much bigger than I, so all you saw were my head and my hands because it was giant.
So you have drums, you have bass, you
And
have
I'm a
accordion.
professional percussionist. But I haven't played accordion in a long,
Okay.
long time. I had a small accordion that I got lost in Hurricane Sandy.
The thing about music and all of the instruments you talked about brings me to something we talked about earlier, like when we were talking previously. So now, not only do you have all of these, you had instruments over time for you do something special for the kids to support their musical, prowess, or to help them kind of get in music, or they don't have. You tell us what it is that you do to support the music.
I
the
love
arts.
supporting the arts and education. My daughter, who's a professional actor, TV actor in Hollywood, started at the age of 5 at the local
Yeah.
community theater, which I support to this day. And it's such a thrill to see these students work so hard and have the passions they have for their craft. That, to me, is the whole crux of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is their passion for their craft. We provide gently used to new music instruments
Got it.
to music educational programs in schools or performing arts programs
Gotcha.
throughout New York State. Or occasionally have provided resources with promotional video, but mostly we give instruments to schools. And it's amazing because I'm finding wonderful professional musicians, and I say this for a reason because that's their craft and that is what puts the food on the table for them. And if they have an instrument they need to part from themselves, they want to make sure, as they say to me, they want to make sure it goes to a good place.
Absolutely.
So it's not like someone's coming up to me and saying, "Oh, gee, my son would love a guitar." We're not doing that. So it's going to educational programs, and it's just amazing the instruments that we've had and given away, and still more to come.
So how could someone help if they wanted to donate or something like that? Give us the website.
The
Name of the
website, well,
organization.
it's J-Bird, J-Bird,
Okay.
Music for the Arts is the name of the organization. Just Google it.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to put it on the screen anyway, so
Yeah.
they can find you there if they want to support,
Right.
donate. Because you're supporting New York State, but as an educator myself, I know that a lot of the arts really take hits, and they are dwindling, like you said, across the country. So just my hat's off to you for that,
Yeah, thank you.
because that is something that could be somebody's ticket out. That could be somebody's avenue of just stress, whatever it is. They should have the opportunity to still get introduced to. So you're doing that, and then you are you have a band, right?
I perform in a band, a music group that started in 1977. I came on board 30 years ago this year.
Wow. So I wanted to ask you this. If you were to tell somebody something about yourself, like you're living your best life now, what would you say about your life now that you can kind of give someone just some advice about life?
Put one foot in front of the other and take one step at a time. I'm actually going through a personal crisis right now in my own life. Big, big, big time. And have, I'd say, pulled myself up out of it almost completely.
Yeah.
Because it's a process.
Yeah.
With support of my two children. Some extremely, extremely close friends. They know who they are. And again, I just seem to have my way of thinking has been the only way I can change this is for me to do it.
Absolutely.
There are some things that if people can help you or whatever they could do, they could do. But the bottom line is, what is that, the old adage? You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So personally, I don't like to be stupid. So if there's something that only I can do, and this is how I think, and I don't do it, and things are going to fall apart, then I'm being stupid.
Right. And let me just say this too. I don't know if you want to share, but why did you tell us that you couldn't sit a certain way? Or you just because I want to share
Sure.
this because you have such a positive outlook on life, and there's a lot of things that you've gone through, and at our age, we see people go through all kinds of surgeries. So I would love for you to share, if you don't mind.
No, I have hip replacement, full hip replacement. So I'm all metal from the car accident. And then I had knee surgery from the car accident. I've got 4 screws in my head because I had to cut my skull open and screw it back together. So they can be careful how I move around.
Right.
And then I had another hip replacement done about 2 years ago. So I have to be careful how I sit. I cannot sit like you are now as much as I want to, because then I'm in pain for like 4 days. As much as I get acupuncture and things, which is just helpful. But people have limitations.
Right.
And, I guess I always say I never think of these things about myself. I just
Absolutely.
do.
That's right.
But
and that's why I wanted you to share it.
People have it worse. I've lost wonderful best friends
Yeah.
to cancer and things like this. So to me, there are people who have it worse.
So I would ask you this. If you could be living your best life, what would you be doing?
Playing music full-time professionally.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I would be
So
doing.
you wouldn't be just a weekend warrior?
No.
Okay. Well, that's something to put out there. To do the work. To hashtag do the
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted you to say that to the Half Centenarian crew because
Okay.
you are such a beacon of hope, and I want you to have that, whatever your living your best life looks like. So that's playing music full time. You're doing now, and you're doing wonderful things for the community here in Long Beach and New York State with the kids. Please support J Bird. We're gonna have her information on the screen. Don't forget, like, share, follow J Bird, Half Centenarians. We are definitely gonna salute you several times over for just the things that you're doing and have done for the community and just your spirit. I'm so grateful for her.
Thank you. And give yourself a pat on the back, I must say, because you're bringing something like this to the light and forefront that I think many people either are not aware of or they are but don't want to address.
I
There's
agree.
no
I
such
agree.
thing as, to me, it's just a number. I have no time
That's right.
to think of how old I am.
Absolutely.
Really.
You get the job done. You do the work. Sorry. You do the work.
If I want it, I have to do it.
Have to do it. Thank you. And with that, you guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Please continue to support the arts because they are very, very important and very needed. And support half centenarians because we are here, and it's an age ain't none but a number, by the way. Thank you for your time, you guys.
Thank you.
Be careful. We'll see you soon.
Bye.